So this woman made a post, and I'm gonna go ahead and read the post to you. But let me just give you a little clarification. This woman said a whole bunch of stuff that the women in the comments were livid over. Once I start reading this, you're gonna understand why. Okay. This woman said females are no prize. Be realistic. Half us ran through at a young age. Half y'all want a man to pay all of your bills and expenses, hair, nails, outside food, etc. Half of y'all are messy as F, to the point you can't see the floor in your bedroom, can't clean at all, dishes be in the sink for days, even weeks. Half of you guys are abusive as hell and think it's so cute. Half y'all hop in a new relationship or situationships quick as hell and be insecure the entire time about the relationship and start acting controlling. Half y'all don't feel anything but lust for your man. Half y'all will cut off a man for taking advice from his own mama. Half y'all don't know what the F you need and want and don't trust them the entire time because of your own insecurities. And you treat a man like he's the one that played you in the past when he could in fact change your life and be a blessing. Half y'all don't let them have their own peace, sleep for hours, drink a little, be on the game for hours after work, go out with his friends. Don't even let a man hold the door for a lady without getting mad, calling him friendly. Go out and ask these men out, pay for their gas, pay for their meal, open the door for them once in a while. Be the driver instead of the passenger sometimes. Give him random gifts. Y'all get rejected by a man once and start calling them names. Taught these men that no means no. Can't be mad that they're learning to that they're starting to learn their worth. Okay, she just was like, I'm gonna give it to you, no chaser. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I don't care who's mad, who feels like this, but she summed up a lot of women in this generation. And you know what's so I can't even say this generation. I have to say these times because I said it before in another video and I have to say it again. All these ideologies and the way that these people think, a lot of these women think, it is not subject to one certain age. It's not. Because you have women who are way older than me coming on here telling women, you the prize, you the one, you the this, and they still don't have no man. They don't have no relationship. They have no results. They have nothing. So it definitely doesn't have an age. But I love the way that she broke this down in layman's terms so that a lot of people can get it through their head. So, we're going to have to start from the top because she said a lot. Okay. First thing she said was half us ran through, which means that she included herself in the post. She included that she is also one of the women that she's talking about. She said half us ran through at a young age. Half y'all want a man to pay all your bills and expenses. I think this is very important that we talk about this because a lot of women have exchanged their bodies with men frequently, often, all the time, over and over and over again. And they don't take into account that it is them who has given this access to somebody else that they deem unworthy. It can't be, all these guys, they ain't this. All these guys ain't that. They all trash. They all this. But you had no problem giving your body away to them regardless of that. Them being a waste of time or them, not treating you the way that you feel that you deserve to be treated never stopped you from being intimate with them. Never stopped you from getting in a relationship with them. Never stopped you from dealing with them. But then you haven't have the audacity to say that, they're not meeting your qualifications or providing your list of qualifications. What sense does that make? You don't even abide by your own qualifications for these men that you say that you want. Because you'll sleep with them, but, I'm not going to be in a relationship with you. You're not going to have me like that. It's a backwards way of thinking. Then she says, half of y'all want a man to pay all your bills and expenses. This is the thing that I don't get, right? This has been a conversation that comes up so often. And a lot of women keep talking about, 50-50. I'm not going 50-50, blah, 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 yada, 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 free. But if we're being completely honest, a lot of women want these things because, one, they've never experienced what luxury even is, regardless, from their childhood, from before. They want to live a life that they see other women living, but they're going about it in a way of transactional relationship, right? And they don't understand the fundamental requirements to be a part of a transactional relationship, which goes back to this woman's first point. If you are going to be a part of a transactional relationship, which means that somebody's going to providing you with a certain lifestyle because of the woman that you are, how the heck can you be coming in? You're not fit. You don't know how to cook, don't know how to clean. You don't present yourself in a certain way. You just want to lay around, do nothing, and somebody is supposed to just come and quote unquote save you. Make sure your hair is done. Make sure your nails are done. A lot of you guys want to get with men and have them pay these bills for you that you can't even pay for yourself. You can't even get your own hair done. You can't even get your own nails done. And you want a man to be able to come in and do that for you? What sense does that make? Also, you want him to elevate you. So what are you bringing? What are you going to do? This is the next point. Okay, she said, half y'all messy to the point you can't see the floor in the bedroom, can't clean it all, dishes be in the sink for days. And I want to add on to this. Okay. And this is like, think of this as like a mama energy. Okay. A lot of these women talk about all the things that they want. They want the hair, the lashes, the nails, the this, the that. They want all of these things done to the outer, but aren't even up to date on hygiene. They aren't clean. Their space around them isn't clean. Like they can't, they don't resonate at a certain space where it's like everything around me has to be in place. Everything has to have a home. I got to make sure that my bathroom clean, my kitchen is clean. I got to make sure that my sheets are changed. A lot of women don't operate from that space and they walk around and the outside looks good. Okay? With the wig, the nails, the this, the lashes, they feel like they looking like a 10. The reason why I know this and why I know that a lot of women struggle in this department, while they acting like, they got everything all together and they're the one that's running the shots and they're the ones that are in control, is because I go to public bathrooms myself as a woman. I see what it's like in there. I know what it smells like in there. I know what the situation is. That's why most of the time, I don't care where I'm at or where I'm going. I won't even use the bathroom in public. I will hold it, which is super unhealthy, but I can't. You going in the bathroom sometimes after grown folk. I mean like grown. And you be like, there's no way you can't smell you. Ain't no way. And you talking about, oh, well, my man needs to do this and my man needs to do that. And my man, you're not even a full woman yet. Don't let the age fool you. Don't let the fact that you got kids fool you. Don't let the career and the degree fool you. There's levels to this. It's about how you are. Like when I think of a woman, okay, I think of somebody who is clean, who is neat, who is organized, who is disciplined, who is structured, who can lend or teach a thing or two. Not just somebody who talk a lot and say a lot of things, but when you look at her life, you don't see an example setter. Don't make sense. Next thing she said is, you can't clean it all. Dishes be in the sink for days. And can't cook either. Can't cook either. And this is something that's been on my mind for a little bit. I see a lot of people taking notes from like a lot of these people on social media on how to cook, and then they're buying these cookbooks and stuff like that. And everything that I'm seeing in these cookbooks is stuff that's going to lead to high cholesterol. And I understand that you have to learn somewhere, right? I understand that, they're trying to just ease their way in and they want to be like the big mama in the house cooking, but can we just talk about something that's a little bit off topic but not really? Big mama had high cholesterol, high blood pressure. She has sugar. A lot of people are so desperate trying to prove like, oh, I'm the prize and I cook and I clean, that they're not even health conscious. They just be making stuff. Don't even understand the dynamics. They just making it because other girls know how to make it and they want to make it too, but aren't thinking about the effects that these foods are going to have in your body, because it's not about that for you. It's about a show off contest. Learn it from people who, because they got their body done and look a certain way, that you're assuming that they're healthy. Okay, that's for a different day. Conversation for a different day. Anyway, next point was half of y'all are abusive and think it's so cute. I've said it before. I had a video, more than one video of women be having these crazy contests, trying to prove how crazy. Oh, my man, no, he can't do this because if I do this and he do this, and I'm gonna whoop up on him and I'm going. No man don't want that. If a man is entertaining you at that level of toxicity, just know he does not see a future with you and he's having fun with you. If a man is allowing you to behave and display toxic behaviors, walking around thinking it's cute, just know that you here for a good time, not a long time. Okay? Because real men are not about that. They can't take the nagging. They can't take the arguing. They can't take the fussing. They can't take the fighting. They're not doing it. They don't got the time. They value their peace too much. Either he's making an exit strategy, he was trying to work with you, or like I said, you here for a good time, not a long time. He having fun in that toxicity. But he's not taking you serious. He don't want to be with you for real. He only dealing with you to get what he's getting out of the deal, but it's not because he want to be with you. Not because he's so in love with you. Next thing she said is half y'all hop in new relationships or situationships so quick and be insecure the entire time about the relationship and start acting controlling. Child. Not only are they hopping in these new relationships so quick, but the reason why they're insecure the entire time and are acting controlling is because of their own insecurities. That's why they jumped into the relationship. They wanted somebody to be with them to validate that they are good enough, that they are worthy of something. All their friends got a man. They want to make sure that they can jump in the situation and get a man too, so that they don't feel less than. But there's trauma there. They want to know who you texting. A lot of these women are out here arguing with a man because they don't want to get cheated on, and they have never been cheated on in real life. They're going off of other people's situations. They're going off of movies. They're going off of TV. They're going off of what they heard somebody else say about how you can't trust men. And they have an invalid space that they're resonating from. They are not resonating from a lived experience. They are resonating from a hypothetical maybe if, somehow, someday, some way. It's so stupid. So foolish. Half y'all don't feel anything but lust for your man. Half y'all will cut off a man for taking advice from his own mama. This is pinpoint. Okay? This is pinpointing. There's a lot of women out there that only feel lust in general for any man. And this goes back to the first point. Sometimes they're insecure in the relationship because they know what they do. Sometimes these women want to go through your phone and see who you texting because every time a man walks past them, they feel something and they want to explore it. So now they thinking, oh, well, if I feel this way, he must feel the same way too. No, that's just you. Because again, all the way up to the top, you done been ran through. Now that gate is open. Now you always want to experience something new. You get bored quick. Operating off of masculine energy. Now you just want to be around and explore. It makes you insecure. Women who sleep around often or a lot, I'm not saying all, I'm not saying the majority, but a lot of women who sleep around a lot have very strong insecurities that they are hoping somebody out there can find and cure. That's what they're hoping for. A lot of them are mad that these men are taking advice from their mothers or whatever the case is because they don't have good relationships with their mothers as well. And also because they don't feel qualified enough. So they want to intervene between you and the connection that you have with this woman because they don't feel qualified and they're afraid that if you listen to her too much, maybe she gonna figure her out before you do. And now they be sitting on rocky waters like, oh no, because a woman gonna realize that I'm not as hygienic. I don't cook, I don't clean. She might realize I'm not good enough for her son. And if she infiltrates this, how am I gonna control him? How am I gonna get him to listen to me over everybody? How am I going to dominate the situation if he got people around him that can see, that understand things? They just find ways. They find options, and it's always based on what they heard, what they seen, what their homegirl said, what the TV said, what reality TV said. They're always taking all of these tidbits and bringing it right into the relationship. That's why when women sit down and they resonate, when they constantly are, watching these things like, Bad Girls Club and this and that, and they're constantly watching this toxicity. They think somehow it's not infiltrating them or infiltrating their mind, and it is. It is. When you constantly are filling your mind with all this drama TV and this and that, you think that it's not going to come out? Everything that you put in comes out. Just like food. Everything you put in, gonna come out. A lot of y'all be filling yourself with all this toxicity and talking about, I don't know what's wrong with these men. No, it's you. You're creating situations out of nothing. You're creating problems out of nothing. You mad because he on the phone with his mom for hours. That's his mother. What's wrong with that? He can talk to her. Who are you? Oh, well, I don't know, because you just be spending so much time on her. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why you don't have something to do? Like, you want to be the one, the only. You want to be the forefront. You don't want him to look to the left, look to the right. You want to make sure that you always in his sight, that he's always, thinking about you, that he's always, wanting to be around you. You always want to be the focal point. You don't think something's wrong with that? You don't think that you're seeking validation? You don't think that you're seeking too much from this person because you're not whole? Half y'all don't know what you need and want and don't trust them the entire time because of your own insecurities, and you treat a man like he's the one that played you in the past when he could in fact change your life and be a blessing. I already went over that. Half y'all don't let them have their own peace. Again, what's wrong with you? The saying misery loves company is not just by happenstance. It's because it's valid. It's true. There's a lot of women who portray a certain persona, but when you really get to know them, when you spend a lot of time with them, when you're around them, more than just for a little bit of time, for a weekend, for this, when you actually start to spend a lot of time with this person, you start to realize that a lot of the stuff or a lot of the ways that they were portraying themselves to be is a front. And they're really miserable. They're really unhappy. They really have issues. deeply rooted. They really want you. They really want you to be in the same predicament that they're in. They really want you to feel how they feel. They're like vampires. They get around you and they want to drain your energy because it makes them feel empowered. A lot of these women get into relationships with the men and they want to bring them down because it makes them feel strong to be in control of something. They take all their negative emotions. The man not even doing nothing. He just in the house, minding his business. He just came home from work. He had a good day. It's Friday. He ready to put on a game or, hang out with his friends. He ready to just go to the gym. He just in such a good mood and she can't wait because she got her own stuff going on. She see you coming with that smile and she's ready to wipe it right off. So she, as like a vampire, she come in, drain all your energy, and then once you feel miserable, once you unhappy, then she's good. She feel happy, she's calm, she's like, yeah, I'm good to go. A lot of y'all that went through it know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm not just making this up. She said, don't even let a man hold the door for a lady without getting mad, calling him friendly. Go out. That's the next part. Don't even let a man hold a door for the woman or a lady without getting mad and calling him friendly. A lot of women are with men, right? And one of the things that made them so attracted to this man is how he maneuvered with other women. That's most of the situation. Most of the time, women like a man who is well liked. Women like a man who is well experienced with women. Women like a man who's kind and, he's so kind and he's this and who's that. And then when they get with that man, they want to, again, as I said, they want to be the center of his world, the center of his universe. How dare you open up the door for another woman? She could do it herself. You only need to open the door for me. How about he's kind to women? How about that? You don't think that's a plus? You don't think that's a good thing? You don't think that's a good trait? Say that you and this man actually get together for the long haul, which you're not because you're going to run him away and he's not going to stay with you. But say, for instance, he did. These are traits that your daughter would want to see, right? How kind she can be treated. And some of y'all be having children with these men. Have a daughter and get jealous of the daughter. Can we talk about it? A lot of you guys have some deeply rooted issues that you impose on your partner and you make it seem like men are crazy. Anytime somebody asks you about a relationship and why it didn't work, it was never you. You ain't never had nothing to do with it. You was never responsible. It was never your fault. It was always them. You the perfect one. He crazy. Always. A lot of women need to do introspection. You keep talking about how these relationships don't work and you can't figure out what's the problem. And you can't figure out why nobody don't want you. And you can't figure out this and you can't figure out. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Phone a friend. Call an ex and ask him why he don't want to be with you. Why the relationship ended. And actually listen to him. That might give you an idea of what's actually going on with you. The last part of this, when she said, go out and ask these men out, pay for their gas, pay for their meal, pay for this, pay for that, do all these things, give him random gifts. They can't do this. All the women that she described in the beginning of this paragraph are women who are incapable of doing the latter because they are selfish. They are self-centered. The world revolves around them. They are the main character. Everyone is just space fillers in the world. The world spins and revolves around them. Nobody else has any idea of how hard their life is. They have the hardest life, the hardest fight. Their job is the hardest. When they go to work and come home, they had the worst day. Nobody else's day could be worse than theirs. They're selfish. They think the world of themselves. And they're the same women who are combating this entire message that I'm saying. And are saying, but men do it too. But some men are like that too. And some men, they can't be wrong. And that's why they'll always have these problems. And that's why if you're finding yourself combating all these messages that I'm saying, or that this woman has said, if you're finding yourself being like, no, these men are this and these men are that, no, we are the prize, you just proved the point. Females that are a prize to be with don't walk around yelling it from the rooftop because they don't have to. Their man does. The results are an explanation enough. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. Okay. And I wish that women would actually do a lot more introspection and get it together. I wish they would. Because a lot of them just be in circles and they're going to end up right with each other. All this nagging, this abusive behavior, the arguing, the drama, the this, they're going to end up, just how they watch reality TV, they're going to end up right together with another woman. They're every time they do these things, they're in a step in that direction. Just being real. Because to know a man is to know that all that drama, that foolishness, that arguing, all that, that's going to leave you right by yourself. Right by yourself. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video.